Wait a minute, can I, right, maybe not get the combat bombs here, I'm going to try and collect them in a different place, but let's just, yeah, we've got a Satcher Vision in it, I'll just get our money. Yeah, it's got mediums, yeah, oh shit, yeah, so you need a small ship for that, yeah. Yeah, you need a medium for that though, yeah.
Cannot comply. Frame shift drive
Oh.
charging.
Yeah, you've got to be a smaller medium in that one. Annoyingly. But this is why we've got the fleet carrier here though, for those big ships, like, yeah, can make it, but yeah, just to collect the mission, you have to like kind of go down in a little lifeboat type thing, aren't you? A little landing vehicle. Yeah, it's like a little diplomatic ship, that Eagle, isn't it? You just go and visit places. Come, give me my cash! I'll bring my big ship. My two massive fleet carrier and Type 10 defenders. Just have them hovering in the background.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, go to dock and that, yeah. Yeah, it's handy that with this crate, with being a medium, you can just get into all these rubbish stations. A lot of the systems will be operating, you don't always get the big station where you can land a Type 10 or a large ship, yeah, so it's going to be good, but yeah. Oh mate, yeah, I got my docking computer got shot up the other day in a war or something, and in a black hole, that was it, yeah, so I had to land for the first time in years, like manually. I've not done it for ages. It was like, I almost got myself killed trying to do that, trying to land after not done it for a bit. It's hard work. Trying to dock, I forgot which way the arrows went and stuff, like it's been years since, about 8 years since I like landed properly without using that thing. And, yeah, it was like, oh god, I think the black hole crushed my docking system, yeah, so then very nearly died doing that. Right, you struggle with the smaller ships, do you? Mm. Yeah, well, because the speed, like, I'll just put this, put the YouTube channel up there. Yeah, because you're used to the handling of the big ship, right? Yeah, that's what you mean. So if you've got the Imperial Cutter, oh, that's the last one you need, is it? Right. Yeah, so it's a big goal to get your large ship in there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because you sort of go through a successive, like, a series of like small and medium ships, don't you, at first, as you're getting up the money and stuff, and then it's like, yeah, you kind of want to try those big mothership type ones, yeah. Yeah, probably like Type 10 is probably the biggest. I've got this, but yeah, a lot of people have been happy with the Anaconda. But yeah, it was good to hear what ships people are flying. Yeah, so yeah, let us know what what's been your favourite ship. Yeah, I quite like my Crate Mark II. So you're a big fan of the Anaconda, your Type 10. Yeah, different ships on the PC, aren't they? Yeah, I'm just putting up a thing for the Odyssey update. Yeah, they've got all kinds of crazy stuff on there. Yeah, on-foot combat and all that. Yeah, it's yeah. I wish I could check that out, but I'll leave the link for anybody to check that out on the Twitch. So, yeah, it's yeah, I would like to see that actually. Yeah, be good. I think the main thing that I missed out, apart from the news, would be the just being able to make your own base. Sounds cool. I think that would add like another dimension into it. It's one thing that I like the idea of. Yeah, it's been a bit of a grind, I'd imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't have the patience for it myself, but give you something to work towards or something. Yeah, but
Docking request granted.
could maybe do like a bit at a time. Though, just do it like fill it up every now and again and slowly work on it, couldn't you? Perhaps, but yeah, if you just do it on one thing, I can imagine being a bit grindy, just going back and forth with it. But if you ever played a game called Space Engineers, that's quite good. That's not really as much of a grind because you're like quite interested in that when you're making your different things and modules and things and fitting stuff together. Like you can sort of like create your own vehicle sort of thing. It's a bit like Elite Dangerous, but you just custom make whatever you want. To like, I'm gonna have a gun here or a missile or whatever, and just stick that on, a faster than light drive or whatever, and you're just kind of bolting stuff on,
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Spend ages and then get bored of it or whatever, and you crash it or something. That's it, you spend ages doing it and then end up spend about 3 hours making a ship, and then you realise once you get in the air that you made it way too heavy, like carrying loads of like resources or something. You have you've got about 20 tons worth of mining stuff in it or something. You've realised you didn't put any thrusters to stop it going forward or stop it from hitting the ground or something. Yeah, it's like firing a massive bowling ball into the earth, and the whole thing just blow up sometimes. Yeah, it's quite heartbreaking. Yeah. Panther Clipper, yeah, not seen that. Yeah, is that PC one? Right, it's it. Oh, I see this. I must get my money here. Just claiming my reward here. Right, let's 12 mil. Are you popping in here as well? No, and you don't want to annoy these guys if we've got to do missions in the area because it's right pain in the arse. You have to go and clear your name. Go to London, there we go. Oh, is that from the guy who just we've got blown up there and in space? Oh, the material reward, yeah, that's it, you got that option, yeah. Well, one thing I was going to say as well, if you're not too bothered about the money, if we're doing like some missions, you can always go for the influence option and just boost up the influence that we're working on. That's the main thing. So I'll often won't take the money option and go for the influence one and get like a triple plus or 5 pluses on the influence, and that'll just give us a massive boost up with like 5% or something like that. So you can always like sacrifice the cash for influence if that's what you're more interested in. Like in your case, get the materials or whatever, yeah. So yeah, at least you get a kind of an option. Yeah, like reputation is a good one to get because you get more money for the missions and better missions and stuff, don't you? But like I'm already maxed out with these guys, so I don't really need the reputation just specifically with these ones. But generally, that's pretty good to get, yeah. But like if you're doing the kind of strategy stuff, it's all about the influence basically, like in the ranking and getting your guys to a position and stuff. So that's like kind of like bread and butter kind of thing of your kind of BGS kind of strategy game, I suppose, is the influence. Yeah, so sometimes you'll just want that, but it's good that you get the option really. So depending on how you're playing it or what you're doing, like you're saying, if you're kind of like building up your ship, you might want more materials or whatever. If you're kind of upgrading stuff, so it's kind of gives you a bit of an option, doesn't it? Like you can choose to get paid out. Yeah, just got to make sure it's with the Cerso core if you're doing it around here. But yeah, it's like if you're looking for something to do, we need the Cerso core missions doing in Ard and in a place called Sedna. Two places I'm trying to work on. One called ARDH and one called Sedna. Yeah, so any missions that we do like for them. Or even I just like turn up and just to donate the money to the cause, like, you know what I mean? Because I've got a mission here like donate 450,000 to the cause. I've just been just already given them like about $1 million. I just send my money into their kind of funding their influence with my money. You know what I mean? Can just funnel it directly into it. Or funnel it through the stations as well. It's quite interesting. So I'm like sending mining like resources into stations to boost their influence up and shit like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, you can start to tie it together into a strategy or the kind of normal grinding stuff rather than just like, when it becomes a bit pointless, just getting the money when you've got full money, you can start to like direct it into a kind of strategy on the overall game, affect the whole game kind of thing. No, it's a bit, they've got a recovery of some nerve agent stuff, but we can mix up a bit though and do like wartime recovery of like these things and just we've got an assassination mission. Oh, I've got a massacre one. No, I've not got any wing missions either. Mine's a bit rubbish. For the war-based ones. Got some assassination ones we could look at and just go after one particular guy because they're quite good paid and like it's for a general. It's a general, so that will count towards the war stuff. Taking out one of their generals for like 4.4 mil. But there's not as good to do in a wing. Yeah, a bit awkward. Yeah, the tank will pop out. That's the thing. Yeah, it'll be tricky. I mean, we'll probably be all right. But I've got a assassinate designator. I've got a wing mission to do, and that's actually back in. Got a deserter back in Cersei. He's gone to hide back in the home base. So we could go and assassinate his ass. But yeah, like you say, they're bringing like 10 ships or something. I mean, we'll probably be able to handle it with all our stuff. Yeah, because they've got bodyguards, so they pull like loads of them sometimes, sometimes it seems like almost pointless because like what if you've got a target and I'll just look for them in other places like that, you can find them in the res sites and stuff, but if you go to that like mission target, you get absolutely jumped there, sometimes there's like easier places to do it kind of thing, but because sometimes you just find them naturally when you're doing like wing stuff, but have a look at it back in this sentence. Not much money on that, but there's actually a wing mission assassination. Could have a look, it might be a bit rough though. But we can do it in the, what's it called? We can probably find him in